Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Timberwolves have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3-1 in a must-win situation, they must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Knicks. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
Will it end tonight? That's the question as one team battles to shut the door on the season. Another hopes to stave off defeat. The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Handle out there with Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. And for New York, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the pivot, manning the middle. You look at Minnesota. They've had some chances in this series, but haven't been able to take advantage. Greg, tonight is their last chance.
And Kevin, there are no tomorrows unless it's vacation planning. But talking to them, they're not ready to concede. If they win here, they go home for Game 6. Then if they can win that, boy, anything is possible in the Game 7.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Edwards. Conley left side. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. Timberwolves keep it alive. And finished off by Gobert.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Brunson scanning the floor. Gobert against Robinson. Anunoby in the corner. Down low. It's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Brunson covering. Outside Edwards. No good on the triple. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Pass to Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Bridges for 3. It's good from long range.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence grow.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. They're worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thanks, David. New York with the ball. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson, left side. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Kept alive by New York. Hart, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Alexander Walker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Hart against Randall. Back to Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot. Bridges for 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Brunson against Conley. Brunson up top. He has yet to score. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in.
Incredible job, Brunson, just measuring off that floater.
Minnesota in the lead. Now Edwards. From outside the arc, sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Brunson. Nice move, and that's 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, wow. Brunson just getting sideswiped there and some strength to get through it.
Outside Edwards. Right wing. Here's Randall. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Robinson a screen on Conley. Here's Brunson, and he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 6.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Brunson against Conley, and finished off by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Brunson kicks to Robinson. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
First team foul.
Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Miles McBride's checked in for Hart. He doesn't get the second one. Timberwolves leading by 3. Conley dishes to Gobert. Pass to Randall. Good D by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Excited about the win on Thursday.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here is Edwards. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Inside. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
That's from
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Brunson finds Robinson. McBride with the ball. There's a screen by Robinson. To the paint. Knocked away. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Minnesota.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
That free throw, no good.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Timberwolves leading by 3. Alexander Walker with the ball. Bridges covering. Edwards, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Brunson against Conley. Robinson a screen on Conley. And finished off by Robinson.
Brunson operating so comfortably there in the pick and roll.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Bridges. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slammed up by Gobert.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 8. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. Edwards looking it over. Up and in on the layup. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Anunoby. Still scoreless. Runs in the pass to McBride. Clock at 6. Back to Brunson. A baseline J. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Back to Conley. To the middle. Here's Edwards. That one good for 2. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Back to Brunson. To the inside. Bridges. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He has 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Get up, fans. Get ready for fun, fans. It's your Knicks Breaker Next Crew.
For the Knicks, Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Randall outside. Reed with a screen on Hart. Randall kicks to Reed. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. No good from outside. Knicks trail by 6. Hart with it. Out defended by Randall. Hart, that's good.
Can't let someone like Hart get inside the team just asking to get burned.
Randall against Hart. Randall outside. Here's Dillingham. Payne covering. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
2 minutes.
New York's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. McBride passes to Payne. Now here's Hart. Payne looking around. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
What a stuff there. Bridges doing it with authority.
Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Here's Ingles. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Now here's Hart. Back to McBride. To the wing right side. Baseline J on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Bridges passes to Achua. 5 to shoot. Pass to Payne. From deep three-point land. Minnesota with the rebound. Shannon passes to Randall. Here's Dillingham. Reed with it. Still yet to score. Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. 24 seconds left in the first. McBride finds Art. Ingles against Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Mikal Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Bridges. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game players.
They've got Landry Shamet. Achua is out there with Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne at the 1. Here the group from York will start the second one.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. He's off on the second. New York trailing. Payne passes to Achua. Payne in the post. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Over to the wing. Shot's good by Shannon. Shannon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Shamet. Hart with a screen on Edwards. To the middle. Hart, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Goes up to the stripe, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Payne. Timberwolves shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Reed with a screen for Ingles. Inside. And Reed throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And here's Payne. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Dillingham. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Shannon. Back to Ingles. To the paint. Edwards making a statement.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it.
Payne kicks to Hart. Up top, Achua. Ingles against Hart. Back to Achua. Lets it fly. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Payne.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Shannon. Pass to Reed. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Precious Achua. This is his first free throw of the game.
Reed at the line, 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dillingham. And he sinks the second. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team.
Let me hear you, Knicks fans. Coming in.
Knicks trail by 4. Now Shannon hasn't made one yet. Here's Payne. Gobert pulls it in. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Gobert with the screen for Conley. Hits it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Payne finds McBride. Now Shannon from past the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Conley feeling it out. Now here's Ingles. Defense is right there. And the wide open shot from Reed. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists tonight. The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now here's Payne, covered by Conley. Now count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Payne. Minnesota's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Edwards passes to Gobert. And the shot goes down. Gobert's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Payne. 8 points for him over Conley. Payne can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. And another three for Minnesota.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Payne. There's a screen by Achua. Payne passes to Achua. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Good to see Achua being active down low, looking to score and doing exactly these kind of things.
Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. Now, here's Ingles. Covered by Achua. They double him with Payne. Conley with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in for Reed. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Joe Ingles. McBride finds Anunoby. Back to McBride. Down low. Here's Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Offline with his three. For New York, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. Got to like how they shot the ball.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Brunson. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Bridges outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bridges got 12 in the game.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. Back to Conley. And here's Gobert. Shot clock at 3. Here's Randall. The shot missing. Good D by Anunoby. Knicks trail by 11. Here's McBride. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Man, Gobert is on a tear right now. Keep going to the hot hand.
Anunoby outside. Off target from three-point range.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Randall. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
From deep, Brunson kept alive by New York. McBride, a three-pointer off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Handle no good.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Outside Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Brunson. He's got 12. Pass to McBride. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bridges got a pair of triples in the second half for the Knicks.
Mikal really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, nice job of drawing for contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Minnesota also with the sub. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Runs in the pass to Robinson.
First half, 2 minutes.
Pass to Anunoby. To the paint, looking for Bridges. He gets it there.
And Bridges playing with extreme confidence is on fire right now.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Edwards dishes to Ingles. Here is Conley. Randall right side. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
3-point.
Randall's got 5.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oh, muscling it in, Brunson.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Conley against Brunson. Now, here's Ingles. Tight defense on him. Randall from outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now here comes Conley leading the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
The Timberwolves made 4 free throws from the line and missed
At
2.
the line, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Alexander-Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 14. Gobert pulls it in. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Ingles kicks to Conley. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley. Conley's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Brunson against Conley. Robinson a screen on Conley. On deep, Brunson nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got 17 now. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fans, please correct.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the New York Knicks.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Still alive, but facing some long odds. How do they keep hope alive?
Well, I think those tough moments are what reveal a lot of character, Ernie. I mean, how you perform when things aren't going your way, that's what makes you a pro.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at center. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is stepped down now to just 11 on the basket from Brunson. Gobert with a screen on Brunson. Conley against Brunson. Conley the pass to Randle. Gobert with a screen for Randle. Shot clock at 5. And no good that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Conley with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, kind of odd to see a lefty in today's game, but Conley is a player you have to anticipate properly, or he'll use your mistake to get the end.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Knicks trail by 13. Some nice passing by New York here. Bridges kicks to Hart. Conley against Brunson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Gobert. Here's Conley. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Gobert with the bounce pass. Gobert with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Alexander Walker. Good D by Anunoby.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Hart, that's good.
There are only 2 players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Conley with it. 10 points for him from 12 feet out. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Brunson, no good.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Alexander Walker passes to Randall. That one doesn't drop. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Pass to Hart from downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Randall with a screen for Conley. Oh, here's Edwards. Defended by Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about the commitment from Edwards? Refusing to give up on that play.
The Timberwolves have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Edwards drops them both. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. For the 3. Kept alive. Robinson kicks to Brunson. Second chance shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Conley. Over Robinson. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Bridges. Outside Robinson. Robinson a screen on Gobert. And the dunk by Robinson.
Robinson is very fluid as a big, and he comes off that pick ready to shoot.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
It's time for 10. Give yourself a round of applause.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. They have a 9-point lead. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Banked in off the glass. Gobert's got 22.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Anunoby outside. Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. Wants to get it to Robinson and does.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Now here's Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 11. And Anunoby now top of the key. Brunson against Conley. Brunson kicks to Robinson. Hart with a screen on it. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Hart. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hart's got it back down to single digits for New York.
Gritty play by a gritty player, Josh Hart. Hard to deny it.
Here's Gobert, guarded by Robinson. Handle with the ball. Timberwolves passing it around. Here is Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Brunson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Alexander Walker on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Edwards with confidence.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Right side Robinson. Bridges against Edwards. Now here's Brunson. Over Conley. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Brunson.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
We got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A different look for New York. Miles McBride's checked in for Anunoby, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Ingles is checked in. Here is Conley. 10 points for him. Lets it go from 11. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in. And that's how you draw it up right there. Screen, shed the defense, quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Gobert against Robinson. Outside Conley. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
That's from Mike Conley.
Knicks trail by 12. Here's Bridges. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Achua, he's checked in for Hart.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, number 5, Precious Achua.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Now here's Edwards. 27 points for him. Can he keep it going? Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Bounce pass from Bridges. They get it again. Bridges a screen on Randall. Pass to McBride. There's a screen by Achua. Goes back up. And the basket is good. McBride's got 5 more.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Robinson a screen on Conley. Inside. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Payne just opening things up for this offense by moving the ball.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Knicks making a change here. Sims is checked in. Knicks trail by 12. And here's Payne. He's got 8. Reed with the rebound. Here's Shannon. Defended by McBride. Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Reed. Not a lot of room. The Timberwolves working the ball around. And it's blocked. Out to the right wing. Here's McBride. They get it back. And here is Achua. Here's Payne. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Payne will play patient in the pick and roll. That's a lot of alliteration, but he'll go with it. He's smart.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Randall. Ingles with the screen for Randall. Looking to get it going. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight, sharing the basketball, the stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And he makes the first.
And Randall just continuing to fight out there, whether you're looking at his career, any individual game, this guy just doesn't back down.
The Knicks making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. All free throws good from Randall.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Down low. Here's a Sims. He makes the Johnny from the left block.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
85. 76.
Here's Dillingham. Payne covering. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Sims dishes to Payne. To the middle. 7-foot shot. And with that shot, the Minnesota Lynx cut to just 9 on the basket from Sims.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great book, a great setup for the bucket.
Now Randall, he's got 9. Reed with it, Ingles, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Knicks ball.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
New York's got the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Shamet missing. Randall outside. three-pointer. That one, no good. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Miles McBride. Andrew Shamet is out there with Payne. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Edwards can't hit. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Payne. A three-pointer is right on target.
Payne got in front, and Payne never looked back.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. They set the pick. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 31.
And I would say that's the definition of an ankle breaker, fellas. That move was devastating.
And I'm watching the coach over there to see if he's cueing in the team position to take a look at those ankles.
The shot's good from Sims.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot, and then they did not get it.
Here's Dillingham. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Sims with the rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Payne passes to Sims. And here is Achiuwa. Here's Sims. Pass to Payne. Rebound, Minnesota. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
New York foul. Landry Shamet. First personal foul. First team foul. Dillingham at the line. 2 shots.
Shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's the Knicks now. 8-point game. There's a screen by Achiuwa. Here's Dadier. Ingles covering. Pass to Achiuwa. And here is Shamet. And it falls over the rim and in. Shamet's got his first bucket of the night.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Shamet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Andrew Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
The first one falls. The Knicks making a switch here. Sims is checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Mars is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Takes a 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. New York's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. An emphatic LU jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Shannon. And the basket by Edwards.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Let's go, New York. Put your hands together.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said, if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. McBride passes to Achua. Now here's Payne. Lock at 6. Missed inside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Reed. Payne covering. Bounce pass from Reed. Launches it. Sims with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Brunson. Teardrop shot. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gillingham with it. Picked by Reed. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Pass to Sims. Shoots over Reed. And with that shot, the Minnesota Lewis cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Sims.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
93.
What's the Timberwolves now? At one point, they led by 16. And here is Conley. Now Gillingham. Ingles passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Payne with a screen for Brunson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. Both teams deciding to change it up. Timberwolves leading by 4. Conley with it. Pass to Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one goes on Anunoby.
Second team foul.
He goes in there, and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
That free throw good from Randle.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Hart, he's checked in for Miles McBride. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Randle.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Brunson against Conley. Here's Brunson, and they pick up 2. Brunson's got 25 points.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translates.
Conley finds Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Bridges against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. And here's Edwards from the arc. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 38 points.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Bridges outside. Pass to Robinson. Anunoby outside. Back to Robinson. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Gobert with the screen on Bridges to the paint. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Brunson the pass to Hart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I know this gets said a lot. Josh Hart plays with heart. It's true, though. This guy's a fantastic competitor. Plays with energy on both ends. And it's infectious for his teammates.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Outside Conley, back to Randle. For 3, Edwards. Knicks with the rebound. Now, here's Hart. Brunson, right side. Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
A great intensity here down the stretch. Not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started. Well, that basket must be widening out right now because he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
99.
Gobert with the screen for Edwards. To the inside. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Pass to Hart. Now Bridges. And here is Robinson, defended by Gobert. Anunoby outside to take the lead. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Conley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, here's Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 41.
Oh, with the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And here is Robinson. Pass to Hart. Puts up a 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Let's hear it for your Knicks City Dancer.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. High, arcing shot. Robinson with the block. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Knicks. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the chart.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Michael Conley picks one up.
Just really impressed with the player that Jalen Brunson has become in the NBA. He has mastered the fundamentals.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, the lefty listed at 6'1", Jalen Brunson, is a bit of a different matchup. He's just so physical, and he can play on and off the ball. Here I call it funky.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
2 shots.
Free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. Good on both. 1:37 left in the game. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Brunson. Minnesota with the rebound. Conley's got 6 rebounds in the game. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. New York shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Brunson with it. Conley picks him up. Count that one. Brunson's got 18 points just in the second half.
Oh, huge moment from JB. Brunson knocking it down.
Here's Here's Edwards. Yet another bucket.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To get open is Robinson.
Brunson's a little smaller guard, but he'll get in there and tussle with the big boys.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
He was able to tie it up. Has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team.
At the line, 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Here's Edwards. It counts. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Bridges against Edwards. Here's Brunson. Money!
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Edwards gets to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Robinson. Randall from outside. No good from three-point territory. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
At the line, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Fires the three. No good. And they've done it. The New York Knicks have won the NBA championship.
116.
All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion, culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched, but pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.